Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Rick Thorne Show. On this episode, I got the tattooed clown, Richie The Barber. We're going to talk about why he's a tattooed clown, what motivated him to do this, his barber career, and also the help he does with the homelessness. I want to hit him up right now. Let's do this. Yo, what's up, dude? What are you doing?
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It looks cool in there.
It looks good, right?
Yeah, you look great.
Thanks, dude. I've been working out like you, getting buff.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get too buff riding bikes though, dude, because if I do that, then that's gonna like be weird.
Yeah, you'll fall. You'll fall easy.
Look crazy and shit. How you been, man? You been good?
I've been good, man.
Yeah.
Are we on?
How's your day? Yeah, we're recording, right, dude? We are recording right now. It's
we are live.
Technology. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm good though, bro. It was good to see you the other night at Comics and Chaos. You know, I'd crossed paths with you before back in the day, but we never really like talked. Do you remember that? Remember seeing each other on the street? Like,
yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, I was always just wasted, bro. So, like, you know, of course, you don't want to talk to no wasted guy. You know, I was always like by the Viper. I see you by the Viper, Sunset Boulevard, the Rainbow. I see you everywhere. You know.
Yeah, I'm just floating around. But you said you were out of your mind back then, but your life's much different now.
It's way different, way clear-minded. I mean, that show that, you know, I went to go see you and we hosted, that was amazing. That was my first time, like, actually remembering it and actually knowing what to do, what to not to do, and not all messed up, you know? So it was really cool. It was nice.
So how long have you been sober?
It's a little bit past 6 months, but I mean, that's a big deal for me, you know? 6 months is like, that's pretty good.
I mean, 6 months is good for anybody, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, as far as like just being able to think clear for sure. I mean, what was it that got you to the point where you were like, all right, dude, I need to change my life? What happened? Something always has to happen, right? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, like I started going out all the time and it escalated even more with just people. Like every time I went out, people were just fighting. And I don't really want to be around that, like fighting and stuff like that. And just, everybody was asking me for, you know, hey man, let's collaborate this, let's do this, or asking, just like being like a counselor kind of thing. They were just telling me all the problems and stuff, and it got really dark. You know, a lot of people were just like getting hurt, and it just got really bad with that. And on top of that, I can't really hold a relationship. I was just, you know, showing up late to work, just getting bad, you know. And then started doing the, you know, the good old well, it's not good, but you know, the white stuff. You know, doing a bunch of drugs. It's just horrible, you know. It was just escalating to worse and worse things. So I was like, I gotta stop this, you know, change my life around.
So when you would go out, do people, you know, everyone listening, you are the tattooed clown. I don't know any other tattooed clown. Are there other tattooed clowns?
No.
You're the only one.
I'm the only tattooed clown. Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, I've
maybe
seen some,
back in the day.
Trollo Mexican guys, you know, like with the little, you know, like the prison. Some of those guys are clowns, you know.
Right.
You know?
Well, you know, the reason I brought it, you know, obviously I'm going to bring it up because I'm going to talk about it because I think a lot of people want to know what it's like to be you on a daily basis when you go out into the world. How do people perceive you? Like you said, people want to fight you. Did people want to fight you because you were a tattooed clown?
No, nobody wanted to fight me. Just people around were fighting a lot.
Got it.
And I didn't want to be associated with that. And you know, like you yourself, you know, like, you know, you're all about business and the brand, and I don't want people to be like, oh, that's Richie with those hoodlums that fight all the time, and you know, it's just not good. Or just being drunk every night, you know.
Right.
So I just want to change the whole thing about that. But yeah, I mean, like everybody's like, hey, tattoo clown, tripping out, you know.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, they're obviously. I mean, the first response to a lot of people is going to be major shock factor, right? Do you feel that from a lot of people?
Yeah.
I'm just being. I'm not. And listen, man. I don't mean. I'm going to say this. You're going to be like, dude, you're a dick. I'm not trying to clown on you, bro. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like, what's it like? Like, I know what it's like to have a tattooed head, and people always like, you know, they think I'm in a gang or. They think I'm gonna, you know, they get real tense and stuff because tattoos tend to do that to people, especially your head, you know. Like, come on, you know what I mean?
That looks cool, man. Yeah.
but the face is a whole nother like,
Yeah, I
level.
mean, there's actual phobias of people just like freaking out, like, the clownophobia or something like that. They freak out about, clowns in the movies and stuff like that. And I got like seconds to really change their perspective in life to be like, whoa, I'm cool. I'm not like, I'm not out to scare anybody. A lot of people are like, hey, scare my baby, scare my baby. I'm like, you're horrible. Why you want me to scare your baby?
Yeah, damn,
Scare my
damn.
kids.
Terrorist.
Yeah.
Ah!
I don't want to scare no kids, man.
Yeah, well, without a doubt, you said that people get freaked out about clowns. You were on what is it? It was America's Got Talent? Is that what it was?
Yeah, man. It was that Simon was scared of that. That was crazy.
I saw that video. He was terrified.
I was scared. I was the most scared show ever. 3,000 people. I never performed in front of 3,000 people before, so that was scary.
How did that come about? Did you just try out, or did they hit you up?
I did a commercial. They had a commercial for the show in downtown LA at the Staples Center. So I got hit up to do this commercial to like juggle and do clown stuff right in the front. So, when they had break and stuff, they had those tents, and I was like, oh, what's up with these guys? I want to talk to the producers and stuff. So I was going, hey, how's it going? Honking the horn and shit. And then I was like, hey, how do you get in here? How do you audition? And he goes, you want to audition? I was like, yeah. How do I audition? I can get up there. I do some clown stuff. And he gets on the mic or the thing. He's like, hey, we got a Richie the Barber clown. Can we get him to audition? So they put me like almost front of the line. And I made it to audition. It was cool.
That's awesome, dude. And what did you let everybody know? What was your act? What did you do?
Well, I was just clowning around, and I had this parody song called Every Day I'm Juggling, like, Rick Ross, Every Day I'm Hustling. Yeah. So we had to switch the music around to have it on national TV just slightly. But yeah, it's like every day I'm juggling, every day I'm juggling. It's just a little rap song. Did you,
that's awesome, dude. Did you learn how to juggle after the fact, or were you like, I just want to get into it. Like, were you always fascinated with clowns as a kid? Like, what was the motivation?
Yeah. Like, when I was young, I was always imaginary and stuff like that. And my grandpa, he raised me pretty good. And I was always dressed up like Zorro one week, Ninja Turtles the next week when I was a kid, Ghostbusters. I was always like transforming myself into like characters. I was playing outside all the time. And then I went to the circus and I saw a clown, and it just I liked the way that he was just didn't care. He was witty, and he was falling and making people laugh. And I liked that, the fact that he was just loud. So that stuck with me. And then, everybody's like, you can't be a clown, don't be a clown. So I kind of hid it in the closet a little bit. And then when I went to LA, it just kind of like formed over time. The obsession just came more and more, because I was just like, I learned how to juggle. And then, I was doing like, performing like little magic tricks and stuff like that, and just vaudeville stuff. And then I just started clowning more and more. And then I mean, obviously the tattoos came later. So I just little by little, the obsession just began more and more.
So you were a closet clown.
I was a closet clown.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
I guess it is. I came out of the clown closet. I'm here.
Yo, homie's in the closet with the clowns, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But there are scary clowns. What's up with John Wayne Gacy?
Yo, that's the most disrespectful comment I get. And I'm like,
do people say that to you?
I get so offended, bro. I'm like, yo, like, you're calling me a serial killer? That's so messed up. Like, come on. Really? Like, that's like the worst thing, because obviously I don't want to kill anybody, Yeah. So it's like, saying that is just, what if someone said that to you? Oh, you look like Richard Ramirez, man. Like, how did you, or Dahmer? You look like Dahmer, bro. What's up? How'd you feel if someone said you
better
look
look
like
at the Dahmer, man? Come on. I think he gave clowns a bad name, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it really happened.
Remember that song? You give clowns a bad name. Just kidding. No, but the association, I think, do you think that because of things like that, because of how repulsive that person was, it gives the image of a clown like a bad thing? Yeah. I think really that.
I don't like bad clowns, man. That's horrible, man. A killer, living killer clown? That's messed up.
What about the dudes that dress up as clowns and scare people? Have you seen those videos?
Yo, that happened. And I was downtown LA, and I had the cops come over, like, the local cops saying, hey, Richie, we're looking out for you. We'll make sure that you're okay. I was like, what? Now I'm going to be more scared, because like, they were actually, the clowns were scaring people. And then people were beating up clowns. So
I
that's
know.
when
Oh,
the
okay.
community came around like, yo, we got your back, blah, blah. And I was a little scrawny little kid back then. I was scrawny, dude. And this is right before Trump got president, you know?
Okay.
So I was kind of glad that the election came because that news went away, the clown stuff went away.
Yeah, it was nuts because we were watching those videos and we were like, dude, like, I'm surprised that a lot of those guys that were scaring those people, you know, didn't get beat down for that. Cause you know, it's like, but a lot, that's what started to happen. Right. So
yeah, they're beating up clowns, man. I was getting a little scared. I was taking the train around town. I was like, someone would beat me up in here.
dude, I'm a good clown, dude. What was it though? What was that point where you're like, you know, I did a little bit of research on you. You used to work in a tattoo shop.
Yeah, it was on Melrose and Poinsettia back in the days. And I was working at Floyd's at the barber shop. And I would, you know, walk past to 7-Eleven. I would see this guy named Adam. And, you know, we'd talk and then every day. And he's like, hey, let me tattoo you. So he tattooed me. We became friends, you know, hanging out in the tattoo shop after work. I was hanging out there every night, every day, you know. And then they had this back area. And I visualized, I'm like, what if I cut hair back there, you know? So I asked him and he's like, no one's ever, I don't know if it's illegal or anything. We'll check it out. So we were the first tattoo barbershop back in the days, like 2009, I think.
So you had both. You had the barber shop and the tattoo shop in the same spot.
It wasn't mine. No, I worked inside of a tattoo shop.
Got it. Got it.
The owner is the one who tattooed the game, his LA on the games. Okay. Yeah, that was he's tattooing all these famous like rappers and stuff back then. So we were having fun back then, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's cool. So what was it like? Were you just hanging out one night and you're like, you know, cause people, a lot of times people say you get one tattoo, you're going to win another one. And then you're like, and I'm like, yeah, right. And then you just start to, everybody's kind of thing about tattooing is their own trip. You know what I mean? Is your own personal thing about how you feel about yourself or how you want to look or perceive or when you get tattooed on you. So what I'm asking you is, what was it like where you were like, because, you know, look, let's just be real. Tattooing the face is the boldest you could do. All right. Yeah. It doesn't get any bolder. Like you can get on your arm, your leg, whatever, but the face is like, there's this, you know, it's bold. So what was it where you said, you know what? I got one tattoo. I'm going to do my whole face. Or was it like a little bit here and then a little bit there and a little bit there? Or was it just like, let's just do it all?
No, it was all like, can you see pretty good? Like, so I saw the biggest ones were like the roses right here. So I got like roses and then I got roses on my forehead. So I kind of went around the face more. Right. And then so I had all these little, like, I call them like little lucky charms. Like, you know, I had like, you know, like a bar pull, the hearts, little stuff around the eyes. And then one day I wanted a smile tattoo. Oh no. It was it was the nose. I got the nose. I was like, let me get a red nose. And then my girlfriend at the time was like, what? Why you do your nose tattoo? Why don't you just color with marker or something? I'm like, no, let's get a red nose. So I did a red nose. And then I got these little spots, little confetti spots. She tattooed me. And then the big one was the smile. When I got a smile, I was like, okay, it's looking more and more like a, you know, clown and stuff. But it was just not like, it was not full yet, you know?
But was that, how long did that take though? Did you just do that like all at once?
No, it's gradual step, like just like over time, you know? Like, right. It was just like years and years of just like, you know, getting more tattoos on the face, you know?
Do you regret it? I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you a question a lot of people ask you, probably on the street. Do you regret it? Do you regret it? No.
If I regret it, I wouldn't be alive with you. I wouldn't go outside. Probably. I would cut my hair off. I don't know. I'd probably laser. There's probably tons of people. I have one guy that said he'll laser off for free and he'll pay me like $100,000 or something like that, just for like the promotion, just to laser my whole face off or whatever. I'm like, get out of your mind. You know, he's like, it would be the best clout. It'd be the you know, you'd be better that way. I'm like, no, I'm not lasering my face off. Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
But but like you, just like your lifestyle. It's like you're a BMX, everything's your lifestyle. So my lifestyle is like clown, and this is what I do. So like I don't regret what I do because I love just being who I am. You know, I love performing. I love clowning. I love doing all that stuff, cutting hair. You know, traveling around the world. I just love who I am. So I definitely don't regret it.
That's awesome. That's great because you got to love who you are. You know what I'm saying? When,
Yeah.
but you know, and people, but I'm sure you get like, what's it like flying in a plane? Are people tense
Ah,
around you, or is it a conversation? Do you meet a lot of cool people? Like they're curious.
yeah, I mean, it's not that bad as you think it is. It's not like I don't get like mobbed or anything. It's just
No,
they
I'm
give me
not saying that, but I'm just saying like I remember I was on a plane one time and I was
the.
asleep and some little old lady started rubbing my neck. And she was like, I always liked boys with tattoos. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, 30 years ago, we might have dated or something, but you know,
Oh,
because they get, you know, it's not everybody gets tattoos. So it's always a thing where people, you know,
dude,
get
you're funny.
offended or, you know,
Funny.
or they get excited. You know, I was just like, she was rubbing my neck. I was like, what's going on, lady? Get off
Yeah,
me.
please don't touch. Yeah, I don't touch.
Don't touch me, man. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, you're so funny, bro. I love your shows, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that show is rad, man.
I'm working on it, bro. You know, comedy's a good thing and like gets better and better. It's like, okay, it's like take juggling, you juggle, right? So
Mhm.
the more you do it, the better you get, and you start to juggle different things. What other stuff do you do? What other stuff does clowns do besides juggling? I always think of juggling. Do you ride
Well,
a unicycle? Can you ride a unicycle?
yeah, I have to. Yeah. Oh
Can you
yeah.
juggle and do a unicycle
Yep.
together?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did you go to clown school?
No, I learned on my own. I saw, I just looked up stuff and I was like, I gotta do this. And I looked up videos and I just practice. You know, the unicycle was definitely hard. I nutted it a lot. You know, like it hurts. It definitely hurts when you fall on the unicycle.
I
But
bet.
I mean, it's so cool though. Like I'm like, I got it. I'm a clown. You can't like look like a clown, not do clown stuff.
Do you do
But
magic tricks too?
I do like funny magic tricks. Like I clown on people where it's just I mess up on purpose, or
Got it.
just trick decks, trick cards, disappearing things. But it's funny. But I'm trying to get better and better at it.
There is such, I hear you. There is such a thing as a clown school, right?
Yes, there is. Yeah, definitely there is. And it's I think there's one in San Francisco. There's one in there's a bunch. But I feel like that. I mean, I don't have time to go to clown college. I just want to do my own stuff.
I get it. I'm just curious about it because I don't know anything about it, and I don't think many of my listeners do.
Yeah.
And I think it's just kind of cool. It's kind of cool. The what you want to be in life and what you want to do, and you seem super confident and bold about what you're doing because a lot of times people used to tell me like, oh, you're tattooed. Heavily tattooed people feel a certain way about themselves, or their self-esteem or their self-image or whatever. And I kind of agreed to that at the time because I have worked on myself quite a bit, and to get the confidence that I have that I didn't always have, and that maybe parts of me are trying to cover up my body, that there is some shame still in me that I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
trying to cover my body up. And that's why I ask other people that are heavily tattooed, do you feel that way about yourself, especially, the level of your face? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel any about that with yourself? Are you confident with yourself, or do you feel like you're covering yourself up?
It's a good question. I never got that. I never got that question. I mean, that's great. I mean, people ask me not to, like, why'd you do that? You look so good back in the days. I love the art. I love tattoos. I didn't really think about I'm covering who I am. But I mean, I guess it is in a way. You're transforming yourself into just totally different, a different character, different person. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not hiding anything. Like, I don't think I'm hiding anything.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know for me, like growing up, like it took me a long time. I wasn't the person I am now as a kid.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to like get the confidence, and I got all of that through bike riding. But then there was still this kind of like guilt, shameful thing inside of me that the way, maybe the way, and I'm not harping or crying about the past by any means, but the things about my life that had happened to me or that had scarred me, and that I felt like I was always trying to like, because I was kind of fat when I was a kid.
You are?
Yeah, but it was a short period of time, and I realized like I'm just rambling, but like I was stuffing pain by eating, and all this self like inventory I did on myself, and I was like always trying to cover myself up, like wearing bigger stuff and this and that, and I still kind of do that to this day, but I'm super confident and super positive, but it's a daily reminder that I have to remind myself, and
Oh, yeah.
for me, I tattooed a bunch of reminders on my body so I could things that I wanted to be better at. And so that's why I'm asking you, like, as
Yeah.
a clown, are your other tattoos on your body clown related too, on your arms and your hands? And Is everything a clown theme?
No, a lot of it's well, my left arm is Halloween, like all Halloween stuff, because I just love Halloween. So, and then the right is a mixture of Halloween, like bands and barbering and stuff like that. And I'm an artist, so I got like my little characters right here. So just stuff like that. Cool. The clown stuff's all like on my legs. I got all these different clowns. For sure I'm gonna get more clowns that I'm inspired by, you know. Bozo, Ron McDonald and stuff like that. I was thinking about getting Steve-O right here with a little clown nose, because I cut Steve-O's hair and he's been helping me out a lot being sober and stuff. And he's a great guy, man. That guy's cool. So I was thinking about getting Steve-O, you know. Did
Steve-O go to clown school too? I always heard that. Did he?
Yeah, he was the only one, and Jackass actually went to graduate college. So
he's a great dude. I like him a lot. His comedy's great. Everything he does is great. His podcast, he's a cool dude. He's definitely that's cool though. You're cool with him because he's been sober for a long time.
Dude, he's a great guy, man. He's so awesome. He's so cool. Like I told him when I was gonna do it, this step, he's like, anything you need, I'm here for you. And we just talked about the whole thing. You know, he's like, if you gotta call me, I'm here for you, bro. And he would call me late at night sometimes too, like, and say, hey, you all right, bro? You all right? I know you're doing something. You know, are you good? You know, just you're okay. You got this. And he's a great guy, man. You know,
that's awesome.
Doing way better things now than being all messed up, you know. So I saw that and I want to do the same thing, you know.
Well, you're doing it, and that's awesome. Are you part of the Insane Clown Posse?
Nah, I'm not.
I'm saying that's a big a lot of people are part of the Juggalos, right? There's a pretty big thing. Isn't Steve-O Juggalo? He is, right?
Yeah, he's a Juggalo. Yeah, he did the Juggalo.
He is, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
But you're not part of that? Like part of the Juggalo scene, not the Insane Clown Posse, but part of the. I always associate those two together. But are you part of the Juggalo scene too, or is that your world? Or
I haven't got into it, but they were talking about me on No Jumper. It was one of the members from ICP and Adam. They were talking about this tattoo clown, and we haven't met yet. My friends know, mutual friends know ICP. So I think one day I'll probably end up meeting those guys and probably clown around or something, you know.
You it's so funny when you say clown around because you're a clown.
Yeah.
Dude, quit clowning, bro. Why are you trying to clown on me?
Yeah.
Do you ever use that with people? Do you ever do that where someone says something? Oh, who are you trying to clown? And they turn around, they're like, this guy. I would use that all the time if I was you.
I do. I got clown.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah. I got clown life tattoos like a Tupac on my stomach.
You got Tupac on your stomach?
No, like clown life. It's just like.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's funny.
So, have you ever thought about joining the circus?
I've been in little circuses, like not big ones, but little ones.
Which ones?
What was it? I joined one in Russia for a little bit. The freak show. I've more like freak show stuff. Freak show. That's kind of circus, you know. I was in the Venice Beach freak show.
Is the circus still like a big thing, or did like Circus Soleil take over?
It's more. It's way different. They don't have animals and stuff like that. Animal cruelty. It's just more like a storyline of play. But it's amazing. It's amazing. Like all the stuff they do. It's like more theatrical. Like a lot of that stuff. A lot of costumes. It's a whole storyline that they do now.
That's awesome. The dude the first guy that supposedly did a backflip on a BMX bike, and Jose Yanez, I think that's how you say his last name. As a kid, he's the dude that did the backflip in the movie Rad.
Oh, wow.
And he became famous for that. And then I remember as a kid growing up, I was, in the magazines and stuff, just looking. I wasn't in the magazines, but I was looking through the magazines and just studying all the riders. And I remember he joined the circus to do like flips. And then to do backflips on a bike. And that's when it's super new. But I went to the Circus Soleil thing in San Diego, and like what they're doing now is like insane, dude. It's like, have you ever been to one of those? It's like next level. They had like bike riding on this one, and the level of riding they do nightly is insane, dude. I was like, what? I suck. These guys.
No. The same way when I go, because I'm like, I'm not good. Those guys are good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother kind of level of circus, like the acrobatics and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. You got to be light for that one.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's like, and so you're talking about being I'm jumping all over the place, but you're talking about being sober, and how's your life changed since then? Have more opportunities opened up for you?
Dude, Rick, like it's just right now, is a spiral effect. It's so beautiful. It's so positive, peaceful. Like there's so many people just coming. I'm doing a lot of podcasts, tons of podcasts.
Cool.
Shows. And people are even asking me like, hey, like straight out, like I'm doing this tattoo show in June 10th, 11th, and 12th, Seaside. I'm hosting it. And
awesome.
The owner said, hey, look, you know, we saw you back in the days and, you know, we love who you are now. And we wouldn't have worked with you back then. There's no way we worked with you. And we're so happy that you're on a good path and you're staying clean and you're amazing now. You're working out. And that's why I work out, is to substitute of like going out or whatever. I work out till I'm sore and then I go home. That's what helped me not go to the bars, you know?
Yeah. But, I see on your Instagram that you're like working out pretty like, you know, religiously, like, I mean,
yeah,
every day, like getting it right.
Yeah, man. It helps me. It feels so good to do that and feel productive. And I just feel like more like active and alive, you know, not sluggish.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the more, yeah, absolutely, man, because you take care of your body, you know, and then you're going to be able to like perform better and be, you know, that's cool though. The opportunities are open up for you. You should do your own podcast, dude. You ever thought about doing that?
Yeah, man. Like I'm doing my new album right now.
What is that? Wait, an album? You play music?
Yeah, I got punk band stuff. So they're out in Temecula. My drummer has a whole studio. And
wait, I didn't know you're a punk band. What's it called?
It's just me.
It's Richie the Barber. Is that it?
Yeah, just was the band. It's pretty cool.
Sick, dude. How long have you been playing music?
Since I was high school.
Have you played any shows recently, or you got any shows coming up?
We're gonna play at Seaside. That's the only one we got so far. The tattoo convention in June. So I'm playing the whole weekend.
What's that? Dope. What's that event called?
It's called Seaside Tattoo Convention. Seaside Tattoo Show. It's cool. I post on my Instagram all the flyer and stuff like that.
Is that at the Ventura Fairgrounds right there?
Yeah, Ventura.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, I have to come check you out, dude. I know you're in a band. Send me some music, bro. What's it? Do you do any clown stuff in your band, or you keep it separate, or do you do stuff in between your songs?
Yeah,
yes, what you do. You kind of incorporate everything.
So like I'm more like my style is more punk rock and stuff like but like we have like it's like metal punk rock. We even have like poppy songs too. We just made like this Blink-182 kind of poppy song. It's funny, dude.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Different genres of music, but like it's more like, you know, punk and metal mixed together. Great musicians. They're good. You know, like they're really good. Like crazy guitar players. You know.
How long have you guys been together?
We just formed this one this year. Like we got new members and everything. And we're doing it right. And we're just I did a music video with Foster the People, Worst Nights. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
Best music video I ever did. But
wait, what's the music video with again? Who's it with?
Foster the People, Worst Nights.
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I gotta check it out.
I'm in the whole video. It's like it's a thing where they cover my face into regular skin tone and it starts melting off. It's a whole storyline, like me becoming. I have a secret and I'm working this corporate job and it melts off and they find out that my face is melting. I'm hiding a secret, and then towards the end, I'm who I am. I love being me. Cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, but we're doing that song like hardcore metal. Like just,
wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So I'm gonna cover that song. It'd be pretty dope.
That's awesome, dude. I had no idea you played music, dude. I think that's amazing that you're multitasking, that you're doing a lot of different things. Have you thought about stand-up comedy? Is that something you do too? Do you do any of that kind of stuff?
Dude, like I want to get into it. I'm all over the place. I never done it. So like I'm trying to do it. I got stories, but like I'm not like you know, there's a whole form to it, right? Like you know?
Yeah. Well, it's different. Like stand-up comedy, what I've learned is like jokes between me and you, because we have a relationship as friends, would be maybe would be funny. Like you laugh at like stuff that like really isn't funny, but we're friends because we have a history. But it's like when you get in front of a group of people that don't know you, have zero history with, those jokes aren't so funny. You're like, so you have to learn how to tell the same joke in a different way to the audience can relate to it, because our relationship is already established as friends or as acquaintances or whatever, but to a total stranger, it's not. So, you know, and you know, how you look, I've been to so many open mics to learn how to do comedy, and just practice is like anything else. It's like juggling, bro, like riding your unicycle, me riding a BMX, whatever. You do it, you fall, you get up, you do it again, you do it, and you just keep going. You know what I mean? You just keep going back and shit, and then you figure it out. You're like, oh, I need to pace this way. I need to laugh more. If I'm having fun, they're having fun. If I, you know what I'm saying? And like some people go to these open mics and they think they're funny, but they're just straight up mean. They're not. It's not funny. It's like there's a way to be funny and mean, but not just mean. You know, it's not mean. It's like it's a joke. It's a way to tell a joke and not be mean. Does that make sense? And the only way you learn it is by going to an open mic and just saying, all right, I'm doing this. Like, let's do it. And then you just learn. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely want to go to your Rainbow one. That seems so rad. That
one's going to be May 15th. That would be great. I would be stoked because if that works, I'll get it monthly. And
I want to check that out, man. I love it.
Yeah, dude. But I'm telling you, man, you should do it. I mean, you got a lot of different layers, and I think people would want to watch you just, for all the, for I think a lot of people are probably fascinated by you too, obviously, because you're the freaking tattooed clown.
You know what I like is when I go on stage and it's just the simpleness of just like the suitcase, and you don't talk, you just go up, because when you go on they say next guest is so-and-so, and then they go, hey, well, how's it going, everybody, right? Sometimes I'll just go up like creepy, just walk up, put the suitcase down, look around, and like, what's in the suitcase? And I just open it and I look in there. You can't see what's in there, and then it's a honk horn. Everybody's laughing, So like, what is? Yeah, it was. Or it'd be funny if I don't pull anything out of the suitcase and then just like tell jokes. And they're like, what was this? I don't know.
There's something in it, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, in your to back up for a second though, in your punk band, you dress the same way.
No, I have way different outfits.
Like, oh, you do?
Yeah, like well, I mean, similar, like stripes, polka dots, plaid. I mix and match. I have these big Nike Jordan clown shoes. They're like J's, and I got a song called "Clowning in My Jordans." So, so I wear those. I wear big clown shoes. It's a messy show. Confetti, we throw like rubber chickens everywhere, cupcakes. It's a crazy show. I get wild.
Oh, so you're like Gore meets Gigi Allen.
But
no, nice. I'm kidding.
Gigi Allen's like, he's crazy.
Gigi Allen's like, dude.
I'm like confetti.
Whew, that was heavy. Yeah, you're like the Addicts meet Gore.
I love the Addicts. Exactly.
Addicts are good, bro.
It's kind of like
a lot of confetti going on,
Yeah, like the Addicts. We have fun and everything.
Yeah,
it's great. But I feel better frontman, and I go wild. Instead of just playing behind a guitar. Yeah, I feel like a lot cooler that way.
That's awesome. And so, writing songs, is that you or the band, or do you write the songs yourself? I see your guitar in the background right there. So you play guitar?
I got that. I got a banjo. I play banjo.
Okay.
I got acoustic songs, banjo. I got a banjo album. I got piano one. That's real dark though. The piano album is pretty dark. But like this one, yeah, it's a mixture. Like I write the lyrics and the rhythm, but then the band, they do all the crazy solos and the drummer is like double bass. He's nuts. He's crazy, bro. I don't know how to do all that stuff. But yeah, so we write it together. We as a band. It's good.
That is good. I'm going to shift gears for a second. Something I wanted to ask you earlier. And I just came to me, like a lot of times people say to me, like, what does your mom think?
Yeah.
Right. My mom's super cool. She's supportive of everything that I do. She's never been like, oh, don't do that. Don't ride bikes. Don't get tattooed. She's always been super supportive of me.
Awesome.
So I wanted to ask you, what do your parents think? Are your parents like cool? Are they weird about it? Or are they supportive? What is it like?
I mean, obviously in the beginning, like my mom was like, "What, Richard, what are you doing? Why are you tattooing all crazy?" I started getting all these tattoos and everything at 17. Just escalated. I mean, when I did the face, the complete blue, she was like, whoa, this is intense. But she saw who I became and like the message that I kind of went with the clown. Like, I want to bring joy. I want to be happiness. I want to have just a different perspective in life, So she sees me doing this and she says, my son is loving what he does. He's not hurting anybody. I'm not doing crazy drugs. I'm not going to prison. And she sees everything I'm doing. And the support of my family is amazing. Like if I'd have the support of my family, it would be, I don't know, it'd be devastating, you know, but my brothers, they love me. That we're just a good bond. We stick together, you know, it's really good.
That's amazing to hear. That's great. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And you do a lot of good stuff. You do a lot of stuff with the homelessness.
Yeah, man, I just got in this, my buddy Tyler, I've been working out with him, and that's what I'm saying. Like all these amazing opportunities are just coming around when I stopped all that fog, that the drinking fog and all that stuff. Like now everything's just opening up. This guy Tyler asked me, "Hey, I got this this nonprofit organization called Operation 0 Hour," and I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, we go to Skid Row. And we help the homeless veterans and feed 300 homeless people right there in the heart of downtown. We're helping people out." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And I come from a military family, even though I'm all tattooed. I can't sign up or anything, but I help out with, with the veterans and the military and all stuff like that. Like this, on this weekend, we're feeding my brother's troops. They have 100 troops. We're feeding them at the base, and we're doing a whole event. We do that once a month. My mom helps out. My mom's very involved with, the military and stuff like that, helping her free services out and everything like that. It's really cool when she does that. But Tyler wanted me to do it, so I went out there, and I felt good doing it. It feels good helping people out. And he said, "Hey, would you want to be the face of this, or, this company and stuff?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is. Am I ready for that? Can you help me out?" And his partner died like 3 years ago, so he's been trying to find another partner, and it's been 3 years. And now he's like, "Yo, I think you'd be a good fit because you're very outgoing and you speak to people differently, and you're very, they come up to you. So I think it's a good idea." And I was like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." So we do it every Sunday at 5:30. Sunday at Skid Row. We've been feeding people. It's been good, man. Yeah.
What's that been like? I mean, is people seem to be pretty grateful for what you're doing for them, or?
Yeah, everybody, they're very nice. They're respectable. They're really, they're not mean. They line up and they got jokes. And when they see a clown, they want to clown the clown. So these guys are clowning me. And then we got like a little stage back behind us. So we see them doing like open mic and stuff, singing songs. It's a cool thing, even though right now it's hard times for them to do that. It's beautiful because they're getting what they can get out, they're from their heart, they're singing songs, poetry, telling stories. They're going up there, and everybody's been respectful. Everybody's been real nice. And we have all these people helping out, like just, we're making street dogs, tacos. One time we did pasta. I was doing, because I'm Italian, so I was doing a little pasta.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so so you would technically be an Italian clown.
I'm an Italian clown.
An Italian clown, Tony. You want to say, hey, get the, you know what I mean? That's cool. You do that, man. I admire you for that. I think that's great. I think it's always good to give back and to help people in need. And you're right, dude. When you sober up and you aren't doing, bad things. See, me, I've never, I've said this several times on different podcasts and interviews. I've never had a problem with drinking. I've never done any drugs.
That's
and
amazing.
Yeah. And so, in my lifetime, I've just, riding was it for me. I wanted to get out. So I always liked the stories of like, because I relate in a way to where like I was dealing with a lot, learning how to like myself, this, that, and the other, and learn how to, through bike riding made me feel good. And that's what helped me, you know what I mean? So I feel like I always relate to like people that sobered up from drugs and alcohol to change their life, because I did the same thing, but I didn't have a problem with the substances. It was more me learning to like myself. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I relate to you. And I think that that's great that like you're a survivor. I always say like you're people like you and other people that are sober and change their life are survivors. Do you ever feel like that? Like you survived?
Yeah, man.
Been through it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it definitely feels like that. It's intense. It's intense, man. It's definitely it's a problem, and then we recognize it. It's a beautiful thing to like, go on that and pass through that, because we all have journeys and obstacles, and this is definitely an obstacle that I went over. So it's good. I just got to stay strong. Willpower, man. It's a lot of willpower, It's good.
Yeah. Discipline.
Definitely discipline. And I think that just staying busy. And also it's hard it was hard for me to say no. I mean, you got your friends, people, but it's time when you're really fed up with everything and then you take action, it's no turning back, It's like,
Yeah.
now I'm getting a whole new amazing positive friends. It's so awesome, getting all those people, on the same page, because good energy, man. Great energy.
Do you think it's also like good energy, but do you also think maybe it's vibrations? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the vibration you send out is what you're going to get back.
I absolutely believe that, because when I was in the barber shop, when it's like when I opened that bottle for people giving out shots, I was giving shots out to people, I get the craziest like energy, negative energy when I do that, but when I changed my lifestyle, I got all this amazing positive energy. It's a vibrational frequency just going, and what like attracts like,
Yeah. Yeah. It took me a long time to figure that out. It took me a long time to figure out that, like, wait, so if I think negative, I'm not going to get a positive result. You know what I mean? Like positive and negativity can't occupy the same space. It doesn't exist. It will never exist. So I believe that what you think and say is what you put in the universe and what you get back. And by you saying all these, when you say I'm sober, here's your mind, you're sober. It keeps you on track, keeps you on track. You're not feeling sorry for yourself. You're not like the downward spiral, the pity party and all that kind of stuff.
No,
right?
man. Yeah.
Right. Did you ever do that before? Is that what led to that? All that partying? Was that it? Did you feel like that?
I felt it was a crazy, it was all negative people around me. And I had to get out of there. I was like fighting to get out of these just all this situations, bad situations. And now when I see it, I'm like, thank God I'm not in this situation no more. And I'm doing way better things. I'm creating. I'd rather go home and paint. Like I got paintings right here. I do a lot of artwork and stuff like that. So
sick. You paint too. That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd rather create and do it, like just like you're writing and staying active. I'd rather do that than just be around these people that are like, almost suicidal or fighting or craziness, just, I don't want to be around that ever again,
Absolutely. And you know what, dude, life is just too short. I mean, none of us have all the time in the world. Life goes by so fast. And then, you get one shot, dude. You know what I mean? So like, you might as well, everybody's got to figure out their path. You know what I mean? And it sounds like that's what you've done, and you've created your own way, and you're bold and confident with being a clown. And I'm just, you know what I mean, though? I think it's cool. I think, I don't know everybody's reasons for getting why they do what they do. I've learned a lot about you in this interview, and it's cool. I get where you're coming from. I relate to you in a lot of ways, becoming your own person, being happy with yourself, creating your own world, being comfortable with who you are. And, I think that's cool. I didn't know you really up until this interview, right? I didn't really.
No, guys, me and Rick this is the most I've ever talked to you.
Absolutely. Besides, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Shoot a photo. Yeah. Hey, sick. No way, bro.
I feel like when I saw you, I mean, right when I saw you, you gave me the biggest smile, and I gave you the biggest smile. And it was like, that interaction right there, you just know, like, okay, this is cool, like that's the energy that we're giving off, smiles, absolutely. That's all good. I think that, the big thing with what helped me to stay sober was accountability of people, because I don't want to let all these other people down, and I think that's helped me out a lot. Like, that would be the worst thing is like, what, if I relapse, like, man, I looked up to you now, and now this, now you're back at, what I mean? So I think that the people helped me out a lot. People,
yeah,
and talking about it, because we're not alone, man. We're all in this together, and if we stick together and help each other out, then it's way more powerful than just being by yourself. And I feel like a lot of people they feel alone when they start something new. They're scared because they're getting out of their comfort zone and they're so used to what they've done. But when you break through that and you get new friends, and if it's a positive way, it's a whole totally different life,
Yeah, I agree with you. What's crazy I can relate to? I just thought of this when you were talking. It's like riding. I compare everything in my life back to riding that I do, because I've learned how all these skills through riding, the confidence to do all this other stuff. And I always compare it. And what you just said makes a lot of sense, because when I'm riding, and if I'm riding with some, dudes that are downers and like negative, and all they do is just sit and talk, and then I don't got no time for that, man. Like I'm there to ride and have fun and like not judge and like be show your personality and have a good time and not be so like I don't know, just like with these walls and your own little scene and you're all just taking jabs and stuff and you're not, you know what I mean? I don't want to be part of that. I want to show up and ride and have fun and stoke people out, and they stoke me out, and that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was a good session. Those are the type of people I like to surround with. So I know what you're saying. If you're always around people that are partying and negative and stuff, well, you are who you hang out with.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
So true. And your personality, man, like the way you are is just like who wouldn't want to hang out with Rick Thorne, man? You're like, let's go.
My kids don't. Oh, whatever, Dad. Yeah, Slayer, you're cool.
How many kids you got?
I got 2.
Oh yeah, congratulations, man.
That's awesome. We're super close, but they're growing up. They're teenagers, and they're becoming their own person. And we're super close family. It's all good. It's all natural. It's all part of the process. But I'm just joking. My kids love me, but yeah, it's about their friends now, and I get that, and it's okay.
Man. I got a 16.
You got a what?
I got a 16-year-old, and she don't want to hang out, man. It's hard, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you have I didn't know you had a kid too. Oh, you have a 16-year-old. Okay.
That's like she has a boyfriend.
You started young then, huh? How old were you?
Yeah, I was 2021 when back in the day. Yeah.
Do you guys get along or?
Yeah, I mean we're totally cool. It's just she's opposite of me. Of course, she's introvert, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? I want to talk to everybody. She doesn't want to do all that, so it's like it's hard. When we go to the mall, she's like she doesn't want to be stopped and everything. So we do other activities than that.
So let me ask you something about this. So was your face tattooed when she was born, or did you get that after the fact?
Yeah, it was later, way later. So she saw the whole process.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how does she feel about that? It's just you're her dad. That's just the way it is.
Like I'm the crazy dad, I'm just I mean, we definitely have fun, but she just doesn't like the attention. She doesn't want all that stuff. So I definitely understand, I like it. This is who I am, and if I'm not going to force anything on her, if she doesn't want to like go out into like crowds or anything, I'm not going to force her. Like, I mean, yeah, she's a teenager, but, we definitely hang out with family a lot,
That's good. Do you ever feel like, I want to ask you this too. Do you ever feel like people judge you? Obviously, like, oh, look at this guy, he's tattooed. And then when they start talking to you and they look in your eyes, they're like, oh, this dude's cool.
Yeah, happens all the time.
I get that all the time. I do. I get it all the time. It's like I think the first thing is like, whoa. And then they realize like if your personality and like your demeanor of who you are, people actually see past that. If they just look into someone's eyes, they could see, you know what I mean?
The soul, brother, So when you see guys, like how they are. You can see like is it sparkling? Is it good? Is it is there evil in there? You can see, man. Have you seen like people's eyes, like photos, like
like
serial killers, man? They look.
You're saying bad
like
people's.
Like you can see with somebody's eyes, like how they are.
Oh yeah, you could see condescending. You could see arrogance. You could see self-doubt. You could see confidence. You could see like someone that's pleasant or like comforting. It's all through the eyes, man. This guy last night, actually, I was doing comedy and I came out of the stall in the bathroom and he stared at me like, and I didn't have my hat on, and I kind of like thought, okay. And then he kept just staring at me and I was like, you good? And he didn't say anything. He just went into the stall and I was just like, it was like, I could see in his eyes, like he was like, not confused, but kind of almost kind of like a kind of an look at this guy arrogant kind of way towards me, and I was like, whatever, dude. And I get that sometimes. And then when I start talking to someone, the first sentence, we're good. You know what I mean?
That's amazing. That's awesome. That's the gift that you got. I mean, because you've been doing this for years. You know how to talk to people. You know right away if they're this or that, or they don't like you, like, so, and it definitely break the ice. when you talk to
Yeah.
people.
Do you ever get that? Do you ever people like vibe you, look at you, and they're like,
Oh,
oh, and they're like, kind of, you see them you feel that energy tense up, and then they, once you start talking to them, they're like, oh, this dude's kind of interesting. This dude's cool.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't pressure anything on anybody. If someone doesn't like, I don't know, then I'm gonna walk away. Because
Yeah.
I'd rather walk away. But if you want to talk, let's talk. If you're
Yeah.
mean, way. But it's just like with anything. I'm gonna be nice. You're nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, well, hey, that's the way it is. And you're right. The eyes are the lamp to the soul, dude.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is.
Okay, well, cool, bro. Well, check it out, dude. I've had a great time on this interview. I like to keep it right around an hour, and that's right where we're at. And
Yes,
check
sir.
this out, dude. What is your okay, right now, can you drop all your social media and your band and everything you're doing
It's just
right now?
Richie.
So people,
It's just Richie the Barber. Everything. YouTube Richie the Barber. Instagram Richie the Barber. TikTok Richie the Barber. My band's Richie the Barber. RICHIE the Barber. I try to keep.
wait, there's one more thing we didn't talk about. You cut hair.
Yeah.
You do more shit than I do, bro. What's going on? Hey, anyone out there, you need to get your hair cut, right?
Yeah.
You cut hair a lot? Is that your deal? You do that too? Do that quite a bit, or is that just like every now and then?
Oh, right now I was like, I can't hold a shop. I'm so busy because I just do house calls. I just do I go to LA a lot. I'm just pretty much on call a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, I cut Steve-O a lot. He's like my main guy. I cut all his people. I go out there. So it's just house calls right now. Travel.
I still had hair, bro. I still had hair.
Yo, we can do a video where I straight razor it.
There you go. Hey, yeah, let's do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
I'll just do it, man. We'll just do it. Whatever you want, man.
Awesome. Well, dude, I've had a pleasure talking to you. You're awesome. Everybody out there, follow you, Richie the Barber. That's it.
Dude, Rick, I love you, man. Thank you so much, man.
All right, stay rad. Have a great day.
Yeah.